my daddy, Nick Roche.
Hello everyone, this is Cybertronian Beast, and let's talk Transformers. Today we're taking a look at the Demolition Crew from MechiDeas. Now these guys, I was kind of on the fence about. I didn't really know whether I was going to get them. They looked really cool, but I kept thinking back to, my original G1, collection days, and thinking, Topspin and Twintwist, I hated those guys. Those figures were terrible. They were like the worst Transformers ever. And to go in and get like real expensive versions of these guys, am I just being a big idiot? But boy was I wrong. Let's take a look at these guys a little bit closer in the packaging. These things are magnificent. Here is Apex, they call him. So this is Topspin. And he is gorgeous. The packaging on him. Let's take a look at the art. The art's not all that great on the box. But, I mean, come on. It's not really what we're here for. The back of the box. You get a full shot of that artwork. And the alt mode and robot mode, as well as some tech specs. And these ones here, they differ between vehicle mode and robot mode, so that's kind of neat. Bit of a warning, choking hazard, blah blah blah. One thing I've always liked about these third-party figures, no UPC. It's because they don't go in stores. That's cool. Alright, so I really like the packaging on this thing. The fact that it's, these old school, slide it in, slide it out, cardboard back. Yeah, the Geminus is top Twintwist, and the same deal on the back there. Actual color may vary. The white on here may not actually be white. He looks pretty good too. So let's get these guys open because, that's what we're here for. Alright, so here are Apex and Geminus, also known as Topspin and Twintwist. Fully removed from their packaging and weapons displayed out in front. As you can see, they do both come with awesome sledgehammers that are identical. Can be disassembled as well to be put together in various states of togetherness. It's kind of neat. I'll show you a couple of different ways you can assemble those in a little bit. But all in all, these guys are identical. There's a couple little pieces here and there that are different, but the basic figure design is exactly the same. Why? Because they're twins. Big deal. So obviously Apex gets some wings because he's the jet, right? And Geminus gets the drill bits. Why? Because he's the driller, and he's got the tank treads on the bottom as well. Funnily enough, none of them have actual wheels, as they harken back to the original G1 figure, which were the flip-ups. Those little, what were they called again? The jumpstarters? Yeah. So, no actual wheels for these guys here, which is fine. They don't need them. I'm going to bring in G1 Topspin to compare. I'll move out Twintwist for a second. Get the weapons out of here. We're done with you for a second. So there's G1 Topspin. And that seems about about right. It's a nice little homage, right? Not bad. I like the way that the wings are essentially in the same area, but not really. And on the alt mode here, you can turn these things around so that there is a shiny bit on top, but it doesn't really look right like that. So I kind of leave them down. I'm not too particular about if there's a shiny bit, but yeah. So I do like it like that. It's nice. While we're talking about the alt mode, or while we have you in these guys in alt mode, we can show you the hammer here. It does, like I showed you before, it does disassemble into smaller bits, and you can put the hammer in storage in the figure here, just in the bottom section here. Just slides right in there, and then these two bits here, the handle, kind of slide up in here and fill in as exhaust pipes. So there you go. So you can have it as exhaust in there. And you can notice here you do have ports on the top that will hold the weapons. So you can have some firepower on the top of your jump starter. I guess if you still want to call him a jump starter, but he really doesn't do any jumping anymore. So I'm only going to really show the transformation for one of these guys, because really, why show both? They're the exact same transformation. So let's get the weapons out of there. But I really do like the transformation. I'm going to say it right off the top. As a third-party figure, it looks complicated, and you would think it's complicated, but it's not. It's really not complicated. Move the camera up a bit, and I'll show you exactly how easy it is. First things first, we're going to pull the legs out. Just like so. And they just come kind of flip-flopping out like that. Next, we're going to separate the arms up here, and we just slide them out to the side here. It's also going to push the wings to the back. That's fine. I just kind of slide the arms to the side here. You can also pull them out just like so. And now we're going to basically just take this whole section at the front, which is just loose now because everything was just kind of connected to it. And we're going to bring it all the way around and connect it in here. There are two tabs, 1 and 2, right in here, and we're going to connect it right in there. Beauty. Now the head reveal is really really nice and hidden here. There's a little door that opens up, and you can take the head and you can spin it around. Whoops, wrong way. You spin it around and bring the head out, and you just spin it until it stops, really. And now that you've got that head revealed, you can now close the door again, and it does tab right back into the back of the head there, or the back of the, the back of the back. And now you've got the head, and now basically all you're doing is straightening everything out. Start with the legs here, straighten them out, and I'm going to point out the feet. I love the simplicity of the feet here. I'm going to get a close-up in on this. There's been a lot of talk recently about ankle tilts and what gets it, and high-quality figures getting it. This is simply a bar or two bars connected that crisscross. So basically a star. There's a star in here, and it's really simple. So you've got the up and down for the foot, and then you've got the side to side. It's simple and extremely effective. I really like it. The only downside is you can see through the bottoms of his feet, right? So if you can deal with that, you're going to have a really, really cool foot that can get tons of posability on it, right? So I mean, you're going to get really wide stances, right? Like that's just a ridiculously wide stance, and forwards and back, you know. Any kind of stance you're looking for, you can get out of these feet. It's just ridiculously good foot positioning. You know, I really appreciate the simplicity of these feet. And just straighten out the arms here. The arms, to reveal the hands, is also nice and simple. They're basically hidden in here with these little pile drivers or whatever the hell you want to call them. So you just push up on it and it pops open, and you just spin the hand around and pop it back in. Simple. Literally everything on this figure is simple, and there's nothing really difficult about it at all. Make sure that your body stays connected here. It can come apart, but there's no big whoop here. There we go. Come on. In you get. Fine. And the wings. The wings are easy as well. Spin them around on the back to kind of just bring them together. They don't really peg into anything, but just bring the wings to the outside, and you've got a figure. Now, one thing I do like to point out about the elbows can be really grotesquely long. Or the arms, sorry. The arms can be really stupidly long. So, I mean, if you look at that, it's really, really, really long. So, what I like to do is I like to push the arm back up onto itself, like that. And it brings it, you know, a lot nicer length, to a lot nicer length. And I mean, sure, it gives it a weirder look, but if you got the arm positioned like so, it gives it a nicer look. So yeah, I really like the way these guys look. So you can put the weapons in the hands. There's no big deal. I really like the way that everything kind of fits together. These guys look really great. The sledgehammer, love the sledgehammer. Sledgehammer obviously fits really nicely in the hands. And there's that. Pan up a bit. So that looks great. If you want to keep the figure with the sledgehammer in the hands, you can peg the weapons in on the back. I usually just put them in facing down. You can do whatever you want if this is your figure, because it's yours. Do what you want. You can peg the weapon in on the arm, put it back into the form that it was in when you put it on the underneath on the undercarriage of the vehicle mode, so the exhaust mode. So like that, and then you can peg it in on the arm of the figure. So like so, I guess. What are we looking at here? There is a way to do this. Just give me a second here. Figure it out. So like that, yeah. So it doesn't fit perfectly, but perhaps if you were to bring both arms together or something like that, you could get it to be a little bit more, you know, interesting. Maybe like that. It's, yeah, I don't know. I'm just playing right now, really. Yeah, but yeah, so it looks a little weird, but this could potentially be another weapon mode. It really does a number on his arms, though. That looks weird. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, you can do whatever you want. Personally, I like the way that it looks with the sledgehammer in his arms. I just really like that. But let's not forget that this is a dual pack, and that you get Twintwist or Geminus with them, or with him. So let's take a look at both of these guys together. I'm not gonna run you through the transformation of Geminus as well, because it's, like I said, it's exactly the same. But I am going to show you what it looks like with them posed next to each other. Okay. So before we do that, let's bring in G1 Topspin. You get a look there and see what he looks like in robot mode as well. So G1 Topspin, and that, like, that was a terrible toy. The just horrible. All right, so here is Geminus or Twintwist, now with Topspin over here, and they just look great together. Absolutely superb. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about them. The transformation is identical. As I pointed out before, there really is only one or two small pieces that are different. Obviously the color, but that's not a different piece. You've got the corkscrews on the top of Twintwist, where you've got these are here, and then Topspin has his wings, which Twintwist doesn't. The posability on these figures is phenomenal. I've already gone into depth about how much I like the ankles posability. The knee joints are fantastic. You're not going to get a full 90 degrees out of them, but that's at least 70 degrees. You have a thigh swivel that you're going to get 360 out of. Your hip is a universal double joint there. You got a waist swivel, which you can get 360 out of. You have, your arms are very articulated there. You have a joint here for transformation. You have a bicep swivel. You have a double elbow, which, yes, it causes problems, but it gives you a lot of mobility there. And your wrists are also on a swivel, so 360 there. Also, your shoulders give you this up and down motion as well, so you can get lots of movement there. A lot of people don't think about this joint here because it is very stiff, and unless you actually go in there and move it around, you're not going to get it. And then the head itself is on a ball joint and can go all the way around. Now, as of getting both of these figures, you also get a different head for Geminus, and that is a head geared towards the Last Stand of the Wreckers fiction produced by IDW, and I'm not going to give it away if you haven't read it. It's a fantastic fiction. I believe it's written by Nick Roche, and you need to read it. It's not many of the comic books have included Twintwist and Topspin in it before, but this Last Stand of the Wreckers does, and you need to read that one if you haven't. It's fantastic. So these are Apex and Geminus. Highly recommended. They're not bad priced at $40 a piece, but if you buy both of them, you get them for $70. So savings of $10 there. If you're gonna buy both, might as well buy both. Because they're brothers, you got to keep the brothers together. If you have any questions about this video or any of the other videos that I have, please feel free to leave a comment here in my comment section. If you want to see the videos that I'm going to produce in the future, click subscribe, and then those videos will just pop up in your inbox, and you won't have to worry about searching them out. I've got some good videos coming up for sure. I just got in the mail with these, Apex and Geminus. I got Car Crash and T-Bone from Fans Project. So those guys are coming. Definitely stay tuned for these guys. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do that as well. I have, I post all of the pictures that I get. Definitely all the good ones anyway. I take a lot of crappy pictures. Let's not lie. So you can follow me on Twitter at CybertronBeast, and you can see what I'm up to there. If you prefer Facebook instead of Twitter, I have a Facebook